Hey everyone, what's going on? It's me, Christine. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be starting a series on this channel called Mindsets for and then blank. Mindsets. The whole idea came from, like, for example, when you're editing a photo, a lot of apps or different programs, editing programs, have presets, a preset to the photo. So take any type of photo, once you add a preset onto that, it'll change the whole photo. And so that's kind of the analogy that I'm trying to imply with these videos. A mindset. You have your brain, you have your mind, you have the life that you're living, but once you apply a certain mindset into your brain, it kind of changes how you look at things, how you're choosing to approach things, stuff like that. It doesn't change your life, but it gives you a different perspective. It makes things look differently. Today, I'm going to be talking about some mindsets for the midweek struggle. Some people get affected by it more than others. Some people are just like not even fazed, and that's great for you. But whether you're doing school and you're like, I'm drowning in this homework right now, or you're at work and you're like, I'm just very exhausted from working, or whatever the heck it may be, here are just some mindsets that you could apply onto your life that will hopefully improve it. Coming from an 18-year-old teenager. Wow, that sounds so... like, you can't trust me. I have to get this one out of the way, but physically, y'all need to sleep. Y'all need to rest. You need to give your body time to recover. Especially if you are working and doing school and you work out a ton, like, your body will burn out. It will slow down. And in order for your body to perform at its maximum potential, or at, a better potential, you need to rest and give your body time to recover. Take an Advil if you want. Please, 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 please. Eat your fruits, eat your vegetables, get some actual dense nutrition into your system. Eat something dense, like an apple is dense. You don't feel like you're eating air when you're eating an apple, for example. Also, my number one. Keep yourselves regular, and to be blunt, very, very blunt, y'all need to be pooping often. TMI alert, but I poop every single day, and when I don't poop on a day, I feel so irregular. It's not the biggest thing in the world, but I just feel very off. If not every day, every other day, but like for those people that can poo once a week or something, eat some more fiber and some density-based food, okay, please? Please, if y'all get sore easily or you have like easy body aches, if you want to make an investment, look into a portable massager. My parents bought one a couple months ago and I was like, I don't need that. I'm still young and good. And they usually use it for their back. That's like the main purpose, their neck. But your girl got creative. There's like two like knobs in it that just rotate this way, that way, whatever. And I decided to place my two little feet on those things, and it just massages the bottoms of my feet, and it's fantastic, especially after like a long day at work and I didn't wear the most comfortable shoes in the world. Thank God for that. The other thing that I wanted to mention is if you struggle with energy, you might want to add in some supplements. Think about taking like a vitamin C pill, a vitamin D pill. Find a way that makes sense for you to get in what you might be lacking. One thing that I am thinking about doing is getting an iron pill. I don't eat meat, but I do eat fish, I would say on a regular basis, once a week, twice a week. So I'm just looking into trying it out. I'm not gonna dive right in. So please, ultimately, treat your body well. If you need to sleep, sleep. If you need to eat, eat. It's basic stuff. Just be a baby. Eat, sleep, what do you else? Cry. Following through to my next point, you could feel any level of struggle mentally throughout your week. But no matter what level or what degree you are feeling that struggle, or whatever that struggle may be, it's different for everyone in different seasons of life. Please remember to take a step back. Literally, if you want to take it literally, but what I mean is, especially if you live in a city, I'm not excluding any people that live in small towns or in the country, but I've noticed that ever since I've gotten my job closer to downtown, I am so go, go, go. There is so much noise downtown, and I've grown up in the city my whole life, so that noise is not, it's comforting, but it's just kind of background noise to me. But I've never realized how much noise it is. All the things that are making noise, cars, sports cars, motorcycles, buses, buildings are probably making noise, all the music that's going around, like people talking, people walking, heels on the ground. And for you in your life, whether it's like noise and that go 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 mentality, or maybe it's just mental noise and your brain never shuts off and everything is just going and going in your brain, you're overthinking everything, there's so much noise just packed into that small space, take a step back. It always sounds like a joke, but I always mean it. Breathe in and breathe out. Don't be like, haha, what now, you know? I have been very blessed enough to be in a situation where I am able to manage my mental health in a very sustainable way. I know that a lot of people aren't in that situation, whether you're in a regular high school and teachers are on your back about this assignment, that assignment, and your parents and blah blah blah. And don't get me wrong, like it is so hard to not be go go go, because I feel like now in this way, that in this modern world where we're living in, that attitude, that lifestyle of go 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 is kind of praised. Like people see that in society as like, oh, I want to do that, oh, I want to be that. But I don't think a lot of people realize that within that go 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 lifestyle, you may be looking like you're doing like a lot of things, but for some people their mental health is great, but for some people it is, their mental health is just, it's not good. Obviously, for long term, find a sustainable way to maintain your mental health. But for this midweek struggle, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. And another thing is, keep in mind thankfulness. Having a preset, having a mindset of just being thankful really does help. And it seems overrated, people talk about it a ton, but for this, there's a reason why people talk about it. If you're walking to school and you're stressed out for all these assignments, you have a soccer practice after school, then you have to study a bunch all night, and then you have to wake up in the morning. But think, like, I'm walking to school, my legs are moving, my heart is beating, I have an education, I have this backpack to put all my stuff in, I'm able, after school, I'm able to go home and have food to eat. Whatever your reality may be, being thankful for the things that you do have and not the things that are causing this struggle helps. It doesn't remove your struggle, but it helps. And sometimes just a little bit of help helps. The next point is to kind of deal with your emotions. Do not take things too personally. Don't take things too deep. Do not be dramatic. If someone says something, does something, something happens, don't be dramatic. It adds in so much emotion that doesn't need to be added in. Don't be dramatic. If a friend says like a rude remark, maybe they didn't even mean for it to be rude. It came off rude and it's been pissing you off for the past couple of days. Don't feel so pissed off. If you are the type of person that needs to address that with your friend, address that with your friend. But just think, that was literally such a small remark. That was a small little comment. I don't need to be thinking about that. I don't need to be obsessing over that. Don't take things too personally. Half the time things don't mean anything. Next thing is, don't isolate yourself. Especially during that midweek, it feels like every single one of your friends, everyone in your life is doing something because it's midweek and everyone's so busy. Don't be afraid to hang out with people just because it's midweek and it's stressful. We are built to have relationships with one another, all different kinds of relationships. And if we don't have those relationships, I'm telling y'all that like our quality of life does go down. So whether you do decide to reach out to a friend and a group of y'all decide to hang out, or you go for a walk and you are just seeing other human beings, just that little bit of human interaction does matter, and it does keep us going as human beings. If you are close with your parents, go to them, chat with them, your siblings, whatever it may be. And if you are sitting here and you are like, Christine, I don't have anything, like literally I don't have anyone. I'm here. I know that sounds so fucking cheesy, but sorry. I didn't mean to swear so aggressively, but I know that sounds cheesy, but it's true. I'm here. If you really have no one, I'm here. Next thing is think of a reward. It's midweek, the weekend is almost there. Think of something fun to do, whether it's with your friends, whether it's alone, whether it's with your family, whether it's something that you're gonna treat yourself, maybe buy yourself something, eat something, whatever it may be. Have a little bit of a reward for yourself, because hey, this life is hard and we don't always have to be so like hard on ourselves and expect the highest of ourselves. Plan a little bit of fun for the end of the week. It's not a big deal. Life moves forward. Life literally just moves forward. And that brings me to the last point of you're alive. You are breathing. And this struggle that you're feeling right now, it's called a midweek struggle for a reason. You kind of just feel it in the mid-week. It's so temporary. It will fade. In a couple hours, it will fade. Be thankful, y'all, and look at the bigger picture. Of course, it's hard in the moment. Everyone feels that way. But this life is so amazing. Your life is amazing, and that's the end of this video. That concludes the first video in this series. If you have any other requests, mindsets for whatever it may be, let me know down below, and I'll see if I have anything to say upon those topics. But either way, thank y'all so much for watching. I love y'all so much, and I will see you in a little bit.